Hello RaCE fans, welcome back to Garden Canyon Run. This is the summer round robin. We're up to round 11 in this tournament. I'm Brock Wheeler. I'm going to bring you all the action today and for the rest of the summer. The race is on. Is the tournament going to finish before summer finishes? I guess we're going to find out. Oh, here's a look at the current standings, where you can see that Matthew and Maxine are tied at that top spot, and they're followed not too far behind by Snake, Scooter, and Speedy G. Only have 4 points separating them. Dusty, Ricky, Daddy G, and Nick Deavers sitting pretty with only 2 points separating them. So we've had a bit of a cold snap here. Kind of like a few rounds ago, we had a heat wave, which presented a lot of problems with the track getting all flexy and loose, and the cold snap kind of does the opposite, and it gets all kind of shrunken and rigid and presents a little bit of problems there, if you can understand what I'm talking about. But enough of that, let's get to some racing action. Alright, we're going to start with Xanthopy, driving for just another pop culture reference, up against Ricky Rude, driving for Hunkel Racing. Ricky Rude is on a tear right now. Xanthopy's your number 12 car, Ricky's your number 6 car. Ricky's on the inside here, in that number 10 car, Xanthopy on the outside. Ooh, Xanthopy getting turn 1 all wrong. Setting Ricky up nicely. And he gets a little oh man, nice recovery out of Painter Street Gully. And he's carrying his momentum all the way down to the finish straight. He takes a little bit of a tumble right in front of Uncle Elvis's Silverado. Nice run by Ricky there. And you can see he's currently in a tie with Dusty. But not any longer. Alright, here we go. Run number 2, we're going to see Ricky on the outside. We're going to see Xanthopy on the inside. Xanthopy's trying to... Oh, and she gets turn 1 wrong again. So once more, Ricky's got a solo run ahead of him here. See how far he can get down the track. Real nice out of Painter State Gully and down that third straightaway. Onto the finish straight. Beautiful run. That's a perfect 8-point run. Beautiful. Alright, that's going to do Ricky well and put him up into a tie for 3rd spot currently. Xanthopy's high and dry up there on the exit at turn 1. Alright, that's going to bring us to Colin, driving for Cut Bates Racing. He's your number 14 car up against Nick Deavers for ND Racing. He's your number 8 car, sitting on 51 points. Nick's on the outside, Colin's in the blue GTO on the inside. And Nick's car is fast, he's going to take that whole shot. Colin's right on his bumper, but he gets stalled out, it looks like, in turn 1. Nick getting thrown pretty good out of Painter's Tape Gully. He slides his way across checkpoint 4. There's Colin, up still at turn 1. Alright, run number 2, we're going to see Nick on the inside this time, Colin's on the outside. And Colin gets some points up on the board here. Is Nick going to run away with it today? Yeah, it looks like Nick's doing a pretty good job of running away with it here. He's kind of bouncing around as he comes down the descent. He gets off track. Oh, but here comes Colin. Handling Painter State Gully beautifully. Taking a nice line through the turns. He's going to get all the way down to the finish straight. What kind of points haul can he get here? Oh man, did he make it across checkpoint 8? Now remember, he has to get all 4 axles across checkpoint. Fully across the checkpoint. See if we can get a look from the other angle. Yeah, he's going to get that point. So that's a nice little haul for him. And Nick's going to take the battle there. Remember, the winner of the battle gets a point for the win, as well as their points haul. Alright, we're up to Kit Cam now. Kit's in your number 15 spot. He drives for Gen X Vintage Racing. He's up against Dirtus for Team Ragtag in the number 16 spot. These are the 2 cars at the bottom of the leaders board here. And it's a nice battle into and out of turn 1. Dirtus is taking it. and he's putting the block on Kit and just bringing him to a stop. So Dirtis is going to win that first run with 1 point. And Dirtis, you're going to need to do a little bit better than that, though good job on you. Dirtis on the inside now, Kit on the outside. They've both had trouble navigating turn 1 throughout the tournament. Ooh, Dirtis putting an aggressive move on Kit. Let's see how far he can get now. He has a little bit of trouble when he makes it this far. He gets kind of sideways and drifts down to the bottom of the descent there. Yeah, he's not going to get any farther, so he's going to win that battle with 3 points. We're going to move on to Polaris for Alley Cat Race Club, driving up against Dusty Olford for Team Spirit of 64. Dusty's on the outside, Polaris on the inside. Polaris, your number 10 car. Dusty's was your number 6 car when he came in. He's currently sitting on number 8. He's winning the battle out of turn 1. Looking pretty good. Oh, and unusual for him, doesn't handle Painter's Tape Gully well at all and ends up on his roof. He's going to get 4 points there, however. Now, Polaris is holding on to that number 10 spot. He wants to stay in the top 10, so he needs to get some points up on the board here. And he's winning the whole shot easily against Dusty. Oh, and then he gets stalled out up on the rail. He's leaving the door open for Dusty. What's Dusty going to be able to do with this? Can he get through Painter's Tape Gully this time? He does, cleanly, looking good. Oh, and then gets turned around in between turn 4 and turn 5, and he's going to end up on his roof. So he has enough points to move on up. Polaris is, for the moment, holding on to that number 10 spot. We're going to move on to Speedy G for G4 Diecast Racing, up against Gretchen for Alley Cat Race Club. Gretchen's your number 13 car. Speedy G's your number 5 car. Or came in at number 5, currently sitting at number 7. Speedy G with Gretchen all over him coming out of turn 1. Oh, Speedy G getting up on the rail. Gretchen's taking it on the descent. Oh, but then she gets off track and kind of skids to a stop there before checkpoint 3 is not able to capitalize on that. And there's Speedy G, one half of the G4 Diecast Racing team up there against that, in front of that G4 Diecast Racing banner. In front of, maybe we ought to call that G4 drop. Here we go, run number 2. We're going to see Speedy G on the outside, Gretchen's on the inside. Looks like Speedy G's going to take it out of turn 1. Gretchen's trying to put the move on, but Speedy G's, yeah, he's going to put the gas on here. Oh, no! Skidding to a stop, and then Gretchen smashes right into him. Interesting. Alright, so not a very big points haul. Alright, moving on. We got Daddy G now for G4 Diecast Racing in the number 8 position, up against Leonardo. Driving for Diego's Diecast. He's came in today at your number 11 position. Daddy G's on the outside in that number 1 car, looking good out of the gate. Just screaming away from Leonardo. Oh, and then he's hugging the outside rail and hits it. It just completely stops him. Leonardo keeps his momentum going, gets past him, and looks good on a Painter's Tape Gully. How far can he? Oh, and then he's going to hit the rail and get completely off track himself. All right. So that's going to be 3 points for Leonardo, 1 point for Daddy G. There he is, just like Speedy G up there in front of the G4 banner. All right, moving along. We're going to be run number 2 here. Leonardo's in the outside lane. Daddy G's in the inside lane here. Once again, taking the whole shot in that number 1 car. Oh, and more trouble at turn 1. Not the day for G4 Diecast Racing. What's Leonardo going to be able to make out of this? He doesn't have a lot of momentum coming down the descent. He got on the brakes pretty hard. Can he make it across checkpoint 4? Yeah, it looks like he does. Alright, so Leonardo's going to take that with a nice little points haul for himself. Daddy G there, left high and dry at turn 1. Not a good day for G4 Diecast Racing. Alright, we're up now against Snakes. Driving for Rust Belt Diecast Racing and Filthy Animal, up against Matthew Deavers for ND Racing and Superman. This is your winningest car in Filthy Animal, up against your current leader in Superman, Matthew Deavers. You're getting the whole shot right here in that blue car. Snakes all over him. Oh, Matthew's gonna peel away now. On the descent, picking up some speed. Oh, just getting tossed out of it. Oh, and so does Snakes. Like a BMXer on a quarter pipe, just flying out of there. Oof. Alright, so Matthew's gonna take that first run, 4 points. Here's run number 2. Now we're gonna see Matthew's on the outside, Snakes on the inside. Tight battle coming into turn 1. Oh, a nice aggressive move by Snakes. Looking good coming into the descent. Hops on that brake and rail. Yeah, it doesn't carry a lot of momentum though. Are they going to be able to get across checkpoint 4? No, I don't believe so. Yeah, there's a little bit of a dip in the road right there at the checkpoint, and they're stuck right in it. Alright, so that's going to be a tiebreaker now. 4-4 here between Matthew and Nick. Nick's on the outside here. Snakes and Nick. Snakes on the inside. Tight battle into turn 1 again. Snakes looks like he's taking it. Once again, hopping on that brake and rail on the descent. So scrubbing a lot of speed there. So long-time viewers of the channel know that on this configuration of the track, there's more or less a nice battle in the turn 1, and then the winner, it turns into can they reach the end of the track? How far down the track can they make it? Snakes is pretty consistently hitting that checkpoint, that 4th checkpoint. Alright, so now we are at the last one of the day. We got Maxine in Cyclone, driving 503 Racing up against Scooter and Buick Stalker. Scooter's been doing pretty well for himself here lately. Maxine's trying to get back into that top spot. Maxine's in the orange and yellow Cyclone truck that just went off the track completely, opening the door for Scooter. Let's see what they can make of this. They're carrying a decent amount of speed as they hit checkpoint 4. They can't get across checkpoint 5 and down onto the finish straight, however. Alright, so there's 4 points for Scooter. Maxine completely flew off the track. Let's see how she can do on run number 2. Maxine's on the inside here. It looks like she's getting the whole shot. Does a little 360 in the corner. Looks like Scooter's getting held up out of turn 1. Maxine's taking this with a nice bit of speed. Oh, and drifts right into camera too. Holy cow. Well, that was a 4-point run for Maxine. Yeah, Scooter got left high and dry up on the 2nd straightaway. Oh, here's another look at that crash. Bam! Well, that tied it up, folks. So it's 4-4 here, Maxine against Scooter on the last run of the day. Maxine did get enough points to move in front of Matthew here. We'll see if she can extend that lead right now. Oh, it's real tight coming into turn 1. Oh, and once again, Maxine takes a header off the track. And Scooter's going to get a nice shot on the track all by himself. He's going to get across checkpoint 4, but not carrying very much speed at all. I don't think he's going to make it any farther. No, he doesn't. So Scooter's going to take that battle. And that's the end of the day here, folks. You can see that Maxine got herself up in front of Matthew by 1 point to claim the leader position, but Snakes and Scooter earned enough points to get themselves right up there in a nice tight for that podium. Speedy G and Ricky and Dusty Olford are moved into a nice 4-point battle there for the 5th spot. It's tight all the way down the leaders board there, folks. All right, well, thanks for coming along here today to our 64th scale universe here at Garden Canyon Run. We really appreciate you stopping by. I'm Brock Wheeler. It's been my pleasure to bring you all the action today. Hey, consider subscribing if you haven't. And go back and check out our playlist so you can see this tournament or any of our other tournaments all the way from the beginning and get yourself fully brought up to speed. Thanks a lot, folks. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.